Okay, so I want to make a video for USDJPY. This is a big winner. It's a big boy trade, 2.3. Anything over, I'd say 1.5% is considered a big boy trade um, in this forex game. 1-to-1 is your starting place, so making 1% on 1% risk, and now I'm at 2.3% gained off of 1% risked, RISKT. Anyways, USDJPY. Let's see. I think one of the biggest winning situations in this was the fact that I identified this zone, and then we had this big move yesterday. I identified this zone. I drew this yesterday, I do believe. Go back and take a look at the USD pairs video. I'll link it to this video when we publish. But yeah, I felt like there was a ton of momentum here. I hate to trade big bars. Even though this is on the daily chart, it bothers me to try to make bets off of huge moves that have already happened. But being that we're in this key level area and we had an opportunity to come back and kiss this pivot, and the pivot happened to line up with the bottom of the zone, or at least how I drew it, I really felt like it was a no-brainer, and that's why I got into this trade. So mind you, I typically would not get into something like that just because the daily chart does not look appealing to me. This looks appealing, but that happened 2 days ago. So this happened on the 21st. And we saw that rejection. And I was like, well, yeah, I think we're going the other direction. But do I want to try to catch a falling knife is what I like to call that. There's no like pullback that I'm trying to play on this from a bar that big, right? There is a pullback, though, on the intraday charts, which is awesome. And you guys know I love a good pullback. So this is the first move. If I treat this like a pyramid reversal strategy, we have the first move already happening. And so this is the actual first pullback, and it's a beauty. It's a beautiful pullback. There's no doubt about that. And so yeah, that's how I felt about it. Now I could draw a fib here to try to see if there's another entry. Just playing devil's advocate. Probably drop that right here. Something like this. Ish. I don't know if I like that though. Maybe it's gonna be more like up in here. Yeah, probably more in here. And so all I did was move the fib from the top of the very top of the move to the first rejection of that key level. This is the outer edge of the zone, and now we're trading on the opposite outer edge of the zone. I don't think that's a coincidence. Yeah, when we dropped through, we did have one pullback, I guess, here, a second pullback to the 382 level, but the momentum was super heavy already there. This is a stronger pullback because it consisted of several bars. It actually had a pullback within the pullback. But again, it's an intraday chart, so remember, daily is going to take precedent over, I don't know. It's going to weigh more than an hourly chart, a daily chart is. And a weekly chart is going to weigh more than a daily chart, so on and so forth. It's kind of like going up a weight class. Each time frame you go up. So this is multi-time frame analysis, and this is how I used it to kind of figure out what I should do on this trade. Now looking at the fib level here as it's drawn, it kind of looks like a no-brainer. It looks like I'm probably could have got into a second trade here. Just not really something I was trying to do though. I wasn't really feeling like I needed to maximize in that regard. As far as profit target goes, let me figure out why I chose what I did. Oh, it's within the pivots. So this is the outer out of reach of the pivot area. This is an advanced stop placement. So I had all this fib stuff figured in, and this is something I used to do a lot actually. I placed my stop based on the previous day's pivot extreme versus trying to stretching all the way out to what today's pivots are saying, because it was unnecessary for me. There's no big secret behind that. I just saw the entry point for this. I saw the momentum. I saw the potential for the trade and where I thought the momentum was going. And I said, you know what? I'm risking 1%. I don't think I'm going to get shaken out at this stage in the move. And so I'm going to scrunch this down to be just beyond where we previously were, pretty much the last time we kind of settled here and chilled out. And then there was this big move, pullback. So I'm really betting that we're not going to pull back so far and make like this weird V shape, assuming that the rest of the move didn't happen. So if I go back here, price action would have had to come all the way back to where it once was before the drop, and I just didn't see that happening. Not once it broke through this level. And that's something that comes over time, through time of looking at the charts and seeing the different types of moves and all that good stuff. I saw it fall out of a level, out of a zone. I did not think it was going to come back. I saw the confluence in banging off of this area, having the 50 to kind of guide us down even further, and it was just a lot, man. MACD even, and I didn't even write that in, but this MACD is hella bearish. It actually matches the move. There's no divergence here. It's just bearish. If there was divergence, it'd be even more powerful. Always, whenever there's divergence, it's even more powerful. But that's what I got. Wanted to do a pretty deep dive. That's deeper than I thought I was going to go with this. And that's what we got. This is the result of analysis. There's really nothing more to it than that. Looks like we got out right in time too. So my profit target, all predetermined, all this stuff predetermined. Profit target was on point, my entry was on point, and that's the only reason my entry and my profit target and my stop loss were on point is because my analysis was on point. So it all comes back to analysis, my friend. All right, peace.